Have you ever wondered if the legendary city of Atlantis truly existed, or is it merely a product of ancient myths and imaginations? The notion of Atlantis has captivated minds for centuries, sparking widespread fascination. This ancient city, first mentioned by the renowned Greek philosopher Plato, has become a symbol of mystery and intrigue. Over time, Atlantis has been interpreted and reimagined in countless ways. Some believe it to be a sunken civilization, hiding in the depths of the unfathomable ocean. Others view it as an elaborate metaphor, a figment of Plato's philosophical musings. And yet, there are those who insist that it was a real place, a sophisticated society that was far ahead of its time. Regardless of these differing beliefs, the allure of Atlantis continues to grow, feeding our collective curiosity. So, where did this captivating tale of a prosperous city submerged in the ocean depths originate? Let's dive into the annals of history. The tale of Atlantis first emerged from the works of the great philosopher Plato. In his dialogues, Timaeus and Critias, Plato spun a narrative of an island nation of unrivaled power and prosperity. This was Atlantis, a civilization said to be located beyond the Pillars of Hercules, what we now know as the Strait of Gibraltar. According to Plato, Atlantis was a marvel of architecture and engineering. Its capital was a city of concentric rings of water and land, connected by tunnels large enough for a ship to pass. The walls were coated with metals, brass, tin, and the mythical orichalcum, a red metal that glittered like fire. The Atlanteans themselves were a formidable force. They held dominion over parts of Africa and Europe, their might unmatched by any kingdom of that era. Yet, despite their power and wealth, the Atlanteans, Plato claimed, were morally corrupt. Their hearts were filled with greed and an insatiable lust for power. Plato used Atlantis to illustrate his philosophical ideas. The story of its downfall served as a cautionary tale about the consequences of hubris and the decay of moral values. The gods, angered by Atlantis's corruption, sent a night of fire and earthquakes, submerging the island beneath the sea in a single day and night of misfortune. But was Atlantis real or simply a work of fiction, a moral parable crafted by Plato? For centuries, this question has fascinated scholars and explorers, giving birth to countless theories and expeditions. Some believe Plato's account to be a historical record, while others view it as a metaphorical tale. Plato's accounts have inspired countless interpretations, fueling the debate between skeptics and believers. But what does modern research have to say? As we delve deeper into this mystery, we must weigh the evidence, the myths, and the interpretations, all in search of the truth about the fabled lost city of Atlantis. In the quest to uncover the truth, researchers and explorers have proposed numerous locations for Atlantis. The theories are as diverse as the minds that conjure them, each propelled by a blend of historical analysis, geographical scrutiny, and sometimes a dash of wishful thinking. Let's start with the Mediterranean, a region steeped in ancient history and a popular contender in the Atlantis debate. Some researchers believe that the Minoan civilization on the island of Crete could be the lost city. The Minoans were a seafaring society with advanced architecture, much like Plato's description of Atlantis. However, the lack of a catastrophic event matching the fall of Atlantis casts a shadow of doubt on this theory. Moving westward, we reach the Caribbean, another proposed site of Atlantis. The Bimini Road, a peculiar underwater rock formation near the Bahamas, has intrigued many. Could these be the remnants of the Grand City? Detractors argue that the rocks are a natural phenomenon, not man-made structures. The debate rages on. Finally, let's venture to the ends of the Earth, to Antarctica. Some posit that a shift in the Earth's crust could have moved Atlantis to this icy wilderness. This theory, while fascinating, is not widely accepted due to the lack of archaeological evidence and the extreme nature of the proposed geographical shift. The common thread among these theories? A lack of consensus. Each theory is tantalizing, filled with a mix of facts, interpretations, and conjectures. Yet none provide definitive proof of Atlantis's existence or location. The city remains elusive, lost in the depths of time and imagination. With no definitive evidence, the mystery of Atlantis persists. But could Atlantis be more than just a physical place? Could it be a concept, a symbol, or a metaphor that transcends geographical boundaries? As we delve deeper into the enigma of Atlantis, we find ourselves not just questioning its location, but its very nature. Stay tuned as we explore these intriguing possibilities in the next scene. Some argue that Atlantis was never meant to be a real city, but a metaphor for a utopian society. This interpretation, while less thrilling than tales of submerged cities and advanced civilizations, carries its own allure. The image of Atlantis as a perfect society, a beacon of enlightenment and harmony, has found its way into our collective consciousness, shaping our ideals and dreams. Moving through history, we find Atlantis surfacing in literature again and again. From Sir Thomas More's Utopia to Francis Bacon's New Atlantis, the idea of an ideal society, free from the flaws and failings of our own, has captivated authors and readers alike. These works do not simply depict an idealized society, they challenge us to question our own norms, to strive for better, to build our own Atlantis, as it were. But equally potent is the interpretation of Atlantis as a cautionary tale. Here, the city's downfall serves as a stark warning against the perils of hubris. The Atlanteans, in their pride and arrogance, dared to challenge the gods and were punished for their audacity. This narrative has resonated with societies across the ages, serving as a potent reminder of the dangers of overreaching, of forgetting our place in the grand scheme of things. In more recent times, Atlantis has permeated popular culture, appearing in films, video games, and television series. Sometimes it's the lost utopia, sometimes the doomed civilization, but always, it intrigues and fascinates. It's a symbol of what we could achieve, and a reminder of what we could lose. So, is Atlantis a metaphor? Perhaps. A symbol of our highest aspirations and our deepest fears? Definitely. A real city that once existed? Well, that's a question for another time. Whether real or metaphorical, Atlantis continues to captivate us. But what if, just what if, Atlantis did exist? Imagine a world where Atlantis was not a myth, but a real, thriving civilization. Let's delve into the depths of that possibility. If Atlantis was real, it would have been a beacon of prosperity and advancement, shining light on the ancient world. Its legendary reputation suggests it was a civilization far ahead of its time, possibly even surpassing our own in certain aspects. Imagine the technological marvels that Atlantis might have possessed. We often associate the ancient world with primitive tools and rudimentary knowledge. But Atlantis? It could have been a different story altogether. It's speculated that they might have harnessed the power of crystals for energy, or developed advanced navigation systems that allowed them to explore the world. But Atlantis wouldn't have existed in isolation. It would have interacted with, influenced, and been influenced by other civilizations. Could some of the world's ancient marvels, like the pyramids of Egypt or the Stonehenge, have been inspired by Atlantean technology or architecture? Was there a transfer of knowledge, of culture, of art? It's an intriguing thought. However, every civilization has its rise and fall. If Atlantis did exist, what led to its downfall? Did it succumb to a natural disaster like a massive earthquake or tsunami as suggested by Plato? Or did its own technological advancements lead to its destruction, a cautionary tale of a society that flew too close to the sun? Fact or fiction, the story of Atlantis serves a purpose. It reminds us of the impermanence of civilizations, the hubris of man, and the relentless march of time. It serves as a mirror, reflecting our own societal triumphs and failures, our aspirations and fears. The reality of Atlantis may forever be shrouded in mystery, but its allure remains undeniable. The city beneath the waves continues to capture our imagination, making us question the boundaries of possibility and the narratives of our past. Atlantis, real or not, will always be a testament to human curiosity and our endless pursuit of knowledge. So, does Atlantis belong to the realm of reality or fiction? This question has been the crux of our journey through the ages, from ancient Greek philosopher Plato's detailed accounts, to the myriad interpretations and theories that have since emerged. We've delved into Plato's tale, exploring how his descriptions of an advanced civilization, swallowed by the sea, have sparked countless quests to locate the lost city. We've pondered modern interpretations, which range from the plausible to the fantastical, each adding another layer to the Atlantis enigma. We've also examined Atlantis as a metaphor, a symbol of ambition that soars too high, or of civilizations lost to time and disaster. And we've considered the tantalizing possibility that Atlantis was more than a myth, that somewhere beneath the waves, the remnants of a once great city still lie. Whether you believe in its existence or view it as a metaphor, one thing is certain. The legend of Atlantis continues to intrigue and inspire, a testament to the enduring power of human imagination.